So last night, everyone, the reason why my wireless audio was not working was because it was raining and the cables got wet, and now the port still is telling me that it has some moisture. So, and I'm pretty sure it's these cables. So what I did to these cables was duct tape the cables so they could be waterproof, but yesterday's rain was very heavy. And I don't care if you duct tape it, well sealed it, something's gonna get wet. And that's what happened last night, everyone. So take this with a grain of salt. I'm just using the Samsung S onboard microphone right now. So, but yeah, apparently my port is still telling me that it's water damaged, that I can't use any devices right now. I did charge my phone wirelessly. It took a while. But, yeah, that's just the sucky part about being homeless and live streaming and blogging about your life, because you want to be transparent of what's going on. And I just wanted to let people know that, like, look at the cables. And, yeah, I gotta dry them off, so leave them in the sun. But, we are outside. So with that said, everyone, it's a nice day. It's going to be 16 Celsius, which is about 62 Fahrenheit today. So, unfortunately, I still don't have any friends to hang out with. No one wants to hang out with Panda. No one wants to have a conversation with me today. But I'm kind of just trying to do my best to survive this outcome. But I also wanted to give you guys an update. So Bill Lewis emailed me again and stated that he removed the review off my website because he knows that a paper trail will cost him dearly. But not only that, when I recorded the evidence itself, it's always going to be there. It's going to stay there for a long time, because people will see now that you as an individual are a bully, and that's not good behavior. And as an adult, you should take someone's life with a grain of salt and take it as it is, and not speculate. Marley Lewis did the unthinkable. So left a very disgusting and obviously trolled a review on my website to hurt me and my growth, trying to, get out this situation, but also start a new life, reset everything, start a new platform. He wants to destroy it. So, just like everyone else wants to destroy it, by always using this so-called claim that I'm berating you as the audience, in which we're not berating you as the audience, because berating means you force someone to do something physically, but take it with a grain of salt. I am shooting this in 24 frames a second. I do have a film profile skin on here. Look how this building went up very fast. You see how this building went up very fast? And now this building's going up pretty fast. But this housing is not available for us. This housing is available for those that can afford the $3,000 to $5,000 price tag, unfortunately. Yep, this building, new building, because Wells Fargo is going to move into that building pretty soon. But yeah, this is just the reality of life itself, friends. Listen, everyone. I'm not just facing homelessness and houselessness, but I'm also facing mental health crisis issues right now. Been a victim of discrimination. Been a victim of torment. Been a victim of online bullying. I've been a victim of defamation of character. All I do is berate my. if that's all I do, then all my content should be me asking for money every single video and only about money. But no, we push out content with these products in my life, and then we plug that for you guys to support. That's when they use that as a weapon, which is disgusting. It's like, wow, that's 2024 for you? Even not. 2023 should never been like that. Everyone is coming out of this whole situation, crisis, we should say, pandemic, everybody. Think about it. Everyone came out of the pandemic and didn't know where to go. Because no one was sure what's going to happen. And look what happened. Everyone lost half the people lost their homes, jobs, businesses, like savings. We had to file for bankruptcy. It's just like, and you expect people just to pick up and just take any job. Especially at an age where you're above 40 years of age, you have experience, you know what you want in life, you know what direction you want to go, you know what kind of work that you want to be a part of, and someone suggests flipping burgers. Maybe if I was like 23 and I was flipping burgers like that guy that was flipping burgers for Burger King, I think it was, for like 22 years, and all he got was like, what was it, like $100 certificate and something like that. That was an insult. That's an insult. You ever seen that video on YouTube that went viral of the guy that worked for Burger King or some fast food place, and they gave him a, and mind you, the community outlashed against the fast food brand, and like, you guys donated to his GoFundMe and you guys raised $250,000. That's incredible. You see how life is playing us? It could be any one of us. He'd be that guy. I mean, I am that guy. But the reason why I'm that guy is because I stood up for my rights. I stood up for what I believe in, for everyone's right, at my last employer. And ever since then, I haven't been happy with the outcome. As you know, the EEOC has changed now. Whoever's in charge now is some guy named Jacob. I'm like, wow, it went from Elizabeth to Natalie to Stephanie to now Jacob. It's like, come on, guys. Listen, I gave you guys pure evidence, but they never got evidence of mind you, everyone, the evidence of verbally disrespecting others. You gotta have that evidence. If you don't have that evidence, then it's he said, she said. Any court and any judge would see that, and any EEOC representative that is representing this case would see that. But what if the person has physical video evidence of them selling and distributing things that they should not be doing in a 501c3 establishment or facility? What if I was called a narc or snitch for the government? That's my job. That was my job. My job was to make sure that everything that in 501c3 goes as 501c3 standard. And anyone read the human resources document, you would know. And then everyone's surprised that I filed an EEOC. 2 of them, actually. So with that said, everyone, I got my face burned. Yes, when I was in Milwaukee in 2021, I got my face burned. I had to spend money, get the screen graft, came to New York, then went to Boston to heal, just to get away. You guys don't remember that? Come on. It's on our Instagram, YouTube. We were in Boston for a minute. For a whole summer, we were in Boston. It was great. I like Boston. I don't understand why New Yorkers don't like Boston. But take it with a grain of salt, friends. Boston's a great place. Go visit it. Right now, you should visit Boston and go to my friend's ramen shop. It's called Waku Waku. W-A-K-U. W-A-K-U. Tell them that the Panda Photographer sent you. So, yeah. It's very good food, by the way. Never got me sick. But with that said, everyone, why is this thing? A new building went up just to give you guys context. And the sky is blue today. You guys want to support the channel? Want to support what I do as a documentarian, as a photographer, as a person of the press. I'm not going to even pull out my press passes out anymore. It just makes no point. Because everyone thinks I'm a fraud, like Bill Lewis. Everything I'm doing is a fraud. Really? If I'm a fraud, why didn't NYPD or Chicago or Madison, Wisconsin, Milwaukee district, they're like, hey, this guy is, yo, we got a guy right here. We can, come on. States would love to put someone like me in jail if I'm committing any type of, like, I don't know, what Bill Lewis said, and everyone else thinks it's like, find a job. Like, find a job when businesses are closing? Really? Find a job when people are actually interrogating you and telling you that, like, at your age, you don't seem motivated. I'm like, really? I'm motivated than anything else. I'm more motivated when I was 23. Now that I'm more motivated. You think I'm not motivated? Oh my panda. I make videos all the freaking time. I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I stay up to 12 o'clock midnight. I get minimal sleep. My health is declining because of it. And you tell me I'm not motivated. It just goes to show you people don't pay good observation. But with that said, everyone, you want to support the channel, there's a PayPal, Cash App, and a Venmo. But there's a Patreon. You don't have to join the Patreon. But, like, I update it with the same videos that I post on YouTube. But the thing about that is that you get to see it first before anyone. That's, yeah. So with that said, everyone, but I'm just trying to deal with this online bullying, this online harassment, which is turning out to be a legal problem because it's defamation. You're hurting my growth. You're hurting my foundation. For what reason? I never stalked you. I never bully you. I never harass you. It's only a very few of you that think. It's only very few of you out of hundreds and tens and 20s of people that watch this content that have no complaints about me live streaming or talking about homelessness in the real world, because no one wants to do this job. No one wants to actually sit here and take the risk, everything, to do this job. No one dares to do what I do. This is why I ask you, as a person, as an individual, are you dare enough like I am, and boss enough and brave enough to be out here with all this every single day, 365, 7 days a week? No. You get frightened, you get paranoid, you get shooken up. You have to continue watching your back. You end up giving up and saying, "Nah, I can't do this anymore." You'll go to your relatives, probably live with your sister, your brother, or your uncle, your grandmother. Right? But no one's doing that here. If I really wanted to do that, I should. But guess what? Bill Lewis said that my parents disowned me because of my attitude. It wasn't my attitude, it's my braveness of standing up for what I believed in. Crushing my future and my dreams is not ideal parenting. This is why I never treated Nami the same way. I let her do what she wanted, but only if it's in good terms. What do you want to do for fun right now? But you have to go to school. If you bring me grades, grandma and grandpa will give you what you need. Those are the agreement terms. It's not, you gotta teach a child structure. And the difference here is that in America, kids are not learning much structure as children in Japan are learning much structure, or in Korea. I'm not saying they are better countries, no. But when it comes down to the hospitality and how many children understand respect, you gotta respect the Japanese for that, and you gotta understand who took care of me as foster parents. So with that said, everyone, I'm sorry that I'm structured the way that I am. I'm sorry that I feel empowered to do my own thing and not abuse a system like EBT or welfare, whatever you want to call it, food stamps. People want to abuse that system all the time. So I refuse to be that statistic. I'm not going to be that statistic, even though as taxpayers we all deserve it. We should not be questioning why we asking for something that we already paid for. But that is city, that is government for you. Why are you asking to get this in return? Because life is going downhill. Oh, 64 today? Wow. It's going to be 64 Fahrenheit. But no one should go hungry. No one should go without a friend, and no one should be unattended, especially when they're having a mental health crisis. But people don't see that today, especially in America. And I say this because if I was in Madison, I'm pretty sure someone was like, "Are you okay?" Someone would stop and like, "You want to talk?" And that's what I love about Madison, Wisconsin. Everybody there is like paying attention to their surroundings. Even the homeless guys are like, "Hey man, you want a drink? You look like you need a friend." Your homeless dudes will literally like share their booze with you. They'll be like, "Hey man, like, yo, dude, I know homelessness is it's full of crap. It's part of the system, which it is. Very much part of the system. But you just gotta take it with a grain of salt and be honest about the shit and not sugarcoat it." But with that said, everyone, we out here in Long Island City, and okay, guys, I accidentally exited out of the app, and the great thing about this app is also that it saves the live stream, so you can go back into it. The YouTube app doesn't do that sometimes. So yeah, this is why I don't like using the YouTube app. But with that said, everyone, so I gotta put everything back where I had it, and then there you go. But with that said, everyone, my name is Keiki Alexander Deniche Bailey, and I'm 44 years of age, and I explored the world quite a bit when I was very, very, very young. I was very active in rollerblading, snowboarding, skateboarding, wakeboarding, even sled dogs, if you guys remember the sled dogs. And guys, if you don't remember sled dogs, oh my panda, oof. It's like being on rollerblades, but on skis, but miniature size, but you can do all the rollerbladed tricks. It was so much fun. And I was a very active and very courageous young man. And now that I'm 44, I just went through lost a girlfriend, a friend, through an Asian hate crime here in this country. Bless her heart, rest in peace, E. Lee. And yeah, I went through a phase. I'm still going through a phase because, like, why her? Like, you know, it took 3 years just to get 30 years in jail and 10 years supervised probation and another 5 years. No, that should have been life in prison with no eligible for parole, period. But I took what I can get. You know, they won't see a day of life, but I guess the sad part about that is they get to see life. They get to have 3 meals a day. They get to watch television sometimes. They get to talk to their friends or their jail cellmates. They get to work out. They get to buff. They even get to have sex if they would choose to. That's not fair to E. Lee or to me. So with that said, everyone, been going through a lot. And not trying to tell you to feel sorry. Don't ever feel sorry. This is my story. This is the way it is. Was robbed here in 2021 on November 31st. We got stuck here, no passports, no identification. Think about that. Being in a hotel, not even a hotel, being outside, you couldn't get in a hotel, even though you had some travel checks left, and no one would take you because by law, it's against the law to literally as a hospitality service to intake someone without any identification. Got to know who you actually servicing and providing the service to. This is why airports and hotels and hostels, they ask for your passport, your identification. But I didn't have one until one hotel decided to look at my videos and saw it like, yeah, you can stay at my hotel, but you gotta give me something collateral. See that? So, with that said, everyone, I was just trying to get out of the winter, but it went deaf ears. And two, Laura Bryan kept telling me to, mind you, everyone, Laura Bryan was like, yo, you should talk to Mark from Invisible People. And at the time, I said, I'm never doing 501c3s ever again, friend. This is like the third one that literally did something so corrupt that I'm just getting sick of them. All these 501c3s only want to make money off of sadness, but never want to make money by doing something productive they make on their own. They have to use someone else's sadness to make money. This is why I tell the homeless individuals, if you're going to give your story, life story away so someone else can make money, do you watch what they're telling yourself to make the same money that you could be making that is giving away? While this person's YouTube channel is making thousands of dollars off of your story, you get nothing. And I'm not saying you have a right to tell that person, no, don't use it. No. You had a cell phone. You could have been logging this whole entire time telling your story. But you decided to use it or sell your phone, then get another phone and get another Obama phone probably. And you didn't realize, like, you didn't have to do all of that if you would have told your story and had an audience to back you up for it. So, with that said, everyone. With that said, everyone, just trying to give influence and empowerment to homeless men and women and children that are facing this kind of situation. That, like, use that cell phone. That's what you got it for. Start making content. Who gives a crap about TikTok? Actually, no, not TikTok. Share it on TikTok. Share it on Facebook. Share it on YouTube. Share it on Twitter or X. That's what they call it now. What are you wasting your time for? So with that said, everyone, if I can get it, if I can do it, you can do it too. So with that said, everyone, thank you for watching, supporting. But if you guys want to support Sunday's meal, I just don't feel like walking all the way up to that community refrigerator and go there for nothing. That would be like, it'd be like the other day I was there for like 12 hours. Oh my panda, what a waste of time that was. But like, there's a lot of people outside now because it's super nice. But I also want to say thank you to Michael Collins for the $20 donation last night. Yeah, we got a Metro card. Yeah, so we gotta move around, friend. That's one thing we have to do. So we don't want to get a ticket. We don't want to get arrested. We don't want my items to get confiscated because some cop might have a bad day that sounds like he wants to take me to jail for disorderly conduct. What I meant to say was some bad cop might just want to take me in for disorderly conduct as well as, you know, evading the subway fare. Yeah, there's so many police in the subway right now in Manhattan in general, but here in Queens, not really much because there's been a lot of stuff going on. But with that said, everyone, just take it with a grain of salt. Right now, I'm not able to use my USB port because apparently it still has some type of moisture damage. So I'm letting my cables dry out. I don't see any water damage. They were working this morning. For a brief moment. But I need some Gatorade, friend. Yeah, I need some energy drink, some electrolytes. That's the one thing I have not been intaking quite a bit. It's electrolytes, and I need more electrolytes. But wow, I tell you, friend, electrolyte beverages are very expensive now in New York City. Like, really? $4.50? You went from $2.50 to $4.50? Wow. So yeah, that's just the thing, everyone. But support, like, and share the content, everyone. And enjoy if you are in the East Coast area, just enjoy this day. You know, don't be on YouTube all the time. You know, go outside, enjoy the weather, go to the park. You know, I don't know, like vegetation's not growing yet. Alright, everybody, I'm gonna try to have a boring, no friend day, because like I said, people don't want to hang out with Panda. Because why? Because I don't have any money, I don't have any, yeah, see, when I did have money, people wanted to hang out with me. Like, hey Panda, what are you doing today? I'm like, I'm going to the park, going to barbecue, maybe drink some brewskis and some sake, enjoy life. I remember doing that in Madison too. Like, you go to Birmingham Park, they have like the barbecue areas you can cook, and yeah, you can just like have a brewski and drink and have a good time. Tailgate, it was so much fun. Madison, dude, tailgating in Wisconsin, it's so much fun. But I'm not gonna lie, tailgating in Nebraska, oh, that's a whole new level. They are really hardcore about it. But with that said, everyone. I'm just trying to have a normal day. It's not normal when you know, people are pretending that like they have everything going for themselves. Like, in reality, everyone is struggling. And everybody's just judging me. Yeah, I know. I know you're judging me. Everybody judges me. People that walk down the street, walk by me every time, judge me like, what's he looking at? Look. And then I'm like, really? That's your statement? Like, I just shake my head and walk away. I don't say anything else. And people are like, did I say something wrong? Like, of course you did. You guys... Homeless is not to make fun of. It's to understand it and perceive it as what it is in front of you. Not pretend that you have the answers to everything. But I'll talk to you guys in the next one. See ya.